Hey folks, this is Book Talk with Corbin. We have a returning guest, Uncle MeShorn. You've heard this brother before. Go to my website, Book Talk with Corbin, and check out the interview we had with him there. He's unfortunately he's doing a book release in Louisville right now. I'm in Atlanta right now. Otherwise, I'd be there. Get my copy and let me say this, get my signed copy. But I'm gonna get my signed copy once I get back. I'm gonna buy it and get my signed copy once I get back. Brother, just give us the title and a little bit about the book and where we can get it if we don't have the good fortune of being there at your book release. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, man, it's good to be back with you and everything. Since the last time I was just getting my book started and everything, I hadn't even told. I thought, matter of fact, I had just released it Hindu and audio the last time I came on. Now, bro, the book is, you can order my book off of UncleMeShorn.com. And you can get your copy of my book. Now, of course, it's going to be a little bit more pricey on my website. Now, it's $25, okay, on the website. Now, if you get it from me, I have my book signing, it's $20. So, yeah, hey, right. So you make up your mind. Now, yes, we're going to have a book signing tomorrow here in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm excited about that. You can actually go to my website, and that'll tell you where that book signing is going to be. So just a little bit. Corbin, thank you for having me back here again, man. Sure. And again, I don't do this to blow your head up or to shoot you up. Yet, I appreciate alpha men who are not intimidated with my strength. I know that I bring it. I'm hardcore. I don't sugarcoat. I tell it like it is, and I give anyone props from being comfortable in their skin to have a conversation with me, okay? Because that's really where only real men can have conversation across the board, whether you are European American, descendants of American slaves, Jews, anybody. And that's what my book is all about. I am not your Black America. I'm cutting across the traditional thinking of what those who are all born before 1960. Unfortunately, our brothers, our uncles, our husbands, and fathers that look like you and I, brother, they didn't walk in their, hey, I'm going to keep it real, bro. They didn't walk with their nuts hanging, bro. I mean, they didn't have the ability to really speak their truth. How do you know that? Look at the Emmett Till situation. Everybody want to talk about Emmett Till's mother. I want to talk about Emmett Till's uncle, okay? The uncle who was not allowed to defend his nephew, because if he had tried to defend his nephew, his whole family would have been killed.
Yeah. Right.
Think about that, Corbin, man.
Yes,
you understand?
Yes,
and I started thinking about that. The story is actually the uncle who decided to sacrifice Emmett Till. Right. I mean, it's a hard thing to say, but keep it 100. Right. He sacrificed that little boy to make sure he saved himself, his family, and everybody. Come on, Corbin.
Brother, I heard that those guys, those terrorists, actually went into the house.
Yes.
And grabbed it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I want people to clearly hear what you're saying.
Yes, I'm saying that prior to 1960, keep it 100. Anybody want to talk about all the good things our cultural people have done? We would not be experiencing the same stuff in 21st century if our men were allowed to drop their nuts and be real men and defend their perimeter and their family and their children. We wouldn't be having the problems today. We wouldn't be having the problems of young men shooting and killing one another. You know why? Because those alpha men would be taking care of their home. So the problems that we have in our society is the lack of our men being able to drop their nuts and be real men in our community. And nobody talks about that, man. And that's what my book is about. My book is saying back to the dominant European culture. Look at here. James Baldwin, I think he was trying to say it, but brother being gay, he really couldn't speak it the way he wanted to. I mean, I keep it real cold. I feel for the brother. You know how it is to be gay in the dominant European culture, you just laid up with them and everything,
Right.
go out to dinner, and you reminded that you a nigga?
All right, look, hold on. We ain't got too much time. I want people to get your book. I want people to get
Hey,
your book. You know where to go get it, folks. But here, let me ask you this. Let's this is slightly related. The attack on the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. I hear a lot of black organizations, well, not a lot, but a couple like the National Urban League. They are, for the most part, almost advocating for the abolition of that constitutional right to bear arms. What are some of your thoughts on that?
so you're breaking up. So
Okay.
I think you want to repeat what you said, because
Sure.
I want people to hear, because I don't think actually anyone heard the
Okay.
question that I didn't hear it. I didn't hear the
Okay.
question.
All right. So let me ask it again. And I'm hearing a lot of black folk, not a lot, but a few black organizations here and there, and even some black folk locally. They are basically advocating for the abolition or the removal of the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, our constitutional right to bear arms. What are some of your thoughts on that?
Well, it's funny.
Oh, we broke up again.
Emmett Till's uncle had weapons in his house. He had his weapon there,
Okay.
but he could have prevented those men from coming into his house. But the problem was, in the times he was living in,
Yeah, they would have taken out his whole family. They would have. The terrorists would have.
against the idea about him if he tried. Man, even if he would have shot them and prevented them from taking that little boy from his house, guess what they would have done? Man, they would have crucified him. Okay, right. So to answer your question, I am not about eliminating the ability for me to defend myself from a mob or anybody else. Don't tell me that you want to eliminate my rights to bear arms. I don't want. Now, if you want to talk to me about maybe putting control on the ammunition, okay, or making it expensive, okay, that ammunition and the gunpowder and everything can't be, and certain weapons and everything can't get, like these serious weapons that getting their ammunition. You want to raise the price up on that or keep it? I'm down for that. But don't tell me, okay, as a descendant of American slave man, you gonna tell me you won't take my weapons back away from me? That sounds like we about to go back somewhere where I'm not be able to defend myself, bro. Did I answer that right, man? Did that make sense?
I get you. Yeah, I understand that. Given our historical experiences in this country, I think it's just flat out almost suicidal to say, oh, well,
Yes. Yeah. You crazy in hell. You crazy in hell.
All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Hey, this is Uncle MeShorn, guys. Go to his website, get his book. All right, y'all think he's talking crazy now? You wait till you read that book. It's going to change you. It's going to challenge you. Y'all got to read that. I don't care if you like him or not. Doesn't matter. You gotta hear him. You got to read him and try to understand him. I don't care if you agree with him or not. You got to hear him. You got to read him and understand him. This is a very important voice, and he's not a fringe voice within the black community. He is not a fringe voice within the black community. If you
say that, bro,
the history of black folk in the United States of America, Uncle MeShorn's all in there, all up and down, for decades and decades and decades, all up and down. Different parts of the country, he's all up and down.
You can Google me. Hey, keep it real, man. Actually, that's funny you brought it. I had some people interview me, and they Googled me, man, especially European Americans, man. They Googled me and they said, "Oh my God, dude, you're like 5, 6, 7 pages of you, dude. Mm-hmm. You have been out there." I said, "Bro, I come back and say, but I'm not loved by my community, bro."
Right. Right. I hear you. Brother, let me ask you this. Right now, what are some of your
Keep
views on the Biden administration?
marginalized.
What are some of your views on the Biden administration and his military and foreign policy?
First of all, let's keep it 100. We got someone operating that don't even know he's the president.
Mm.
We got
Oh man,
who sees him holding the position of president knows he ain't even running that thing. Somebody behind him running it. Okay, so as a military person, I'm scared of as they say, the appearance of weakness. Okay, so
mm.
just because the appearance of weakness, I got problems with him because I
Mm.
United States of America, and you got other countries around you that's looking for a way to get in any way they can. And what's the first thing they look for is weakness.
Yes.
So you want me to ask him what you say on his administration? His administration with that fake Kamala Harris, who's pimping herself as black, they position us as a country as weak. That's all I need to say, bro. All the
Right.
other stuff doesn't matter because bottom
Mm.
of the United States of America, when you got all these other countries, if you are positioning yourself as weak, whatever policies and everything you got doesn't matter. You are putting our country in danger, bro.
Yes.
In
Yes.
danger. Do I
Yes.
need to speak anymore? Hey.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right. And you would think that people would do some reading on what happened in World War II. Actually, prior to World War II, Adolf Hitler was like, he
Yes.
he just like, oh, okay, we're going to probe. He probed
Yeah.
Poland. He said, hey, if they resist, bring your butt back out. There was no significant resistance. He went on in. It's like you say.
And what the Bay of Pigs? Look at what was the Bay of Pigs all about? What the Cuba missile thing was all about? What did JFK had to show?
Yeah, there
What
you
did
go.
JFK had to show? Hey, look at here.
That's right.
You mess around. You mess around. You keep coming. I got something for you, right? I mean, am I right? I mean,
Right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're
am I
right,
right?
man. You're right. Because
And what did
I
they
heard.
do? They
You're
backed
right.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, and do you think Biden, Kamala Harris represent that, bro? Come
No.
on. We
No.
don't have to talk about we don't have to talk about nothing else, okay?
Right.
Do they represent a position of strength to
Right.
other countries?
That's
The
right.
answer is you answer that, and then we go from there.
There you go. You're right about that. Hey, all right, brother. Look, this is Uncle MeShorn, guys. Go to my website, booktalkwithcorbin.com. Listen to my other interview with him and go, like he just said, Google him. And you'll get his website and go buy his book. All right? Y'all buy that book. Again, I don't care if you like him or not. I don't care if you agree with him, disagree with him or not. His voice has to be heard. And it's got to be
Amen.
heard. You need to read it and you need to understand where he's coming from. It's a vital, important voice. You got to. He's not some fringe element. He's not. People want to portray him as some sort of fringe element. I'm sorry. That's not true. And you'll see the truth of the situation when you read his book and you get his books. Brother, this last question I'm going to put out there. This whole, what's that boy's name? And I deliberately said boy. I deliberately misgendered him. Dylan Mulvaney, Bud Light, people's response to that. Now I'm hearing Target is trying to sell trans clothing or something like that to children. To children. What are some of your general thoughts on that, brother?
Man, brother, I am a masculine, natural, heterosexual brother, okay? When I hear that nonsense, they should do a commercial call themselves Bud Light. They are no longer Bud Light, that means less filling. You don't have all the attributes of being real alcohol. You don't have everything. Listen up. The moment that Bud Light decided to do that, they actually showed who they are being finance and support. They're actually showing who their demographics of people that they care about. But guess what? They didn't realize there's some real Americans out here that is not down with that nonsense. They didn't realize, and that's what Target trying to. You see, Target trying to position himself and everything, and they don't want to go down. They don't want to go through the financial losses Bud Light just went through and everything. So they trying to reposition themselves, but they trying to be politically correct. Okay, trying to tread the line. No, I'm telling you, hear what I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta pick the line you want. You can't straddle the damn fence. You gotta pick it. You gotta pick a side. Okay, pick a side. And see all these organizations that's trying to straddle the fence. That's why we got this idea of he feels this way or she feels the way. They're male. That no.
Okay. But we're having problems with this research.
Or a feminine female. Period. There is no straddling the fence, man. That's some unnatural stuff. The only thing I talk about is natural versus unnatural. All that middle ground stuff, I don't know what you're talking about, Corbin. I don't get in the middle of that. I don't get in that middle stuff, okay? I'm a natural brother. Are you a natural brother? You're a natural brother, right?
Yes, sir.
And,
yes,
and
sir.
anybody who don't want to embrace us being natural, I'm sorry, you are natural.
There you go. There you go. All right.
Don't get mad at it. That's how I feel about it. That's some unnatural stuff that we seeing occurring in our country, bro.
Right. Hey, appreciate you taking time out to do this interview. Hoping we can do another one, a few weeks, months down the road. Hope you do extremely well with your sales. And I hope this book generates more discussion within Louisville itself, more political discussion. I just don't think we have enough of that. We're hearing too much from one particular side, that left-wing extremist side. We need all voices.
Well, I want to thank you as we close out, man. I appreciate you. We need more of our demographics, particularly our men, who are willing to act like they got a pair, okay, and not be afraid of the feedback of somebody saying, I don't know if you got it or not, but I'm sure somebody probably told you don't want to hang out with that MeShorn.
Yeah.
You don't want to be talking to that MeShorn. Okay. All right. I'm sure you got it. Come on. You probably ain't said it. You ain't told me. But I'm sure somebody, you been.
Yeah. Oh, man, this reception is bad. But next time we do this, folks, I'm going to have Uncle MeShorn.
Enough to be your own individual. I appreciate you, bro.
All right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, too. I'm going to stop things right here. Amen.